Hello everyone, I am your host Warrior Angel and welcome back to Total War Attila. It's been a little while, hasn't it guys? I mean, Jesus, it's been I think 5 weeks since I recorded my last video on the channel with the last part of this series in fact, and that didn't even appear on the channel for a little while just because I forgot to change the privacy settings from private to public. Ugh. But as you may be aware from the channel update, I've had a couple of things in real life that prevented me from uploading videos, but nevertheless, touch wood, we seem to be fairly sorted out now, and so without further ado, let's continue with this and expect regular content in the future as a result. So, even though it has been a little while, I actually can't remember what exactly happened in the previous part. I can remember bits and pieces. I really should have watched the video before I actually started this. Oh well, we'll get through this. But I remember we managed to get a piece of Axum, as you can tell from the bar here. So with that done, I haven't got any threats down here in Africa to worry about. So I was in the middle of actually moving my troops over towards the Garamantians. I want to at least try and be sneaky and capture the African coast, or at least most of Africa, before I have to deal with assassins in the east. Try and, you know, build it up so I only have so many people to deal with at any one time. So yeah, first of all, let's just continue to move the troops over. We've got the 2nd Legion already on its way to Anguilla. And what I'm going to do to try and help them out, I'm going to send the 10th Legion over to Ptolemais in order to, in fact, stop a second. Let's go force march, we can get there a little bit quicker then. Because I do need to build these troops up a little bit. We've got a 14 stack and an 18 stack. Ideally I want to have 220s because I can at least use these, and then the 2nd Legion here can actually come down and attack Garama straight away, the Garamantian capital. While the 2nd Legion, then the other Legion, can actually head along the coast and capture Marcomadis, Leptis Magna, Sabatia, Hadramentium thing. The 2nd Legion can continue then towards Kadamas. So we've got a few areas to try and capture over in Africa, so hopefully these 2 legions will be sufficient for the job. We are talking about the bravest men in the Roman Empire, so hopefully we'll see how it goes. So that's that. Up here in the north, we managed to fight off a Hun invasion recently, and it has left it though with some issues. We end up losing Tremotium as well as the 4th Legion, if I remember right. And we've now got a bunch of enemies to worry about right on our borders. It seems the Gepids are actually expanded quite a fair bit. They've got all of, well, at least most, if not all of Dacia. Can I tell? No, Petrodava is actually under the control of the Quadians, so they haven't captured all of it yet. But they do have Romula, Apulum, they've managed to capture Viminicum and Damavia. We've got rebels then at Simium and Salona. So this could give me an interesting opportunity to expand the border a little bit against what was formerly Western Roman lands. So that could be an experience. The only problem is, in fact, let me just double check something. Here, I could actually go after Viminicum right now, capture it without a problem. It's been colonized, so I don't have to end up losing any of my troops in the result. I just need to go up there and be able to just build up a town instead. The only issue I have though is because thanks to the stupid rule that Attila has, like, I don't have an issue if you know that your city's been under siege for quite a while and the town has been destroyed as a result, that you might not be a more effective fighter. But when you have a thing like this, when you actually need to colonize it, and I know that my melee attack and defense will be penalized, just because, not because of the fact that they fight, but because we're fighting in ruins. I don't want that, and I have a feeling the Huns might be around, because we had to deal with them a couple of episodes ago, and it won't be long until they're back. In fact, let's have a look. Oh, wrong one. Where are they? Oh, crap. Yeah. Okay, I was right. They're actually right here in Dacia. So they're not that far away, and if I end up going towards Simium, they will actually be able to do a lot of damage, especially if that's not just the one force, which I reckon it's not. Normally, you know, the Huns like to march in pairs. Something I always found slightly annoying when I have played as the Huns in the past, considering, you know, because of rivalry, you can't really keep your forces all in the same region without having issues. Ah well. One thing I do want to try and do though is actually see, is there many people, because at the moment I'm at war with a whole bunch of troops, But a lot of them I don't particularly need to. Now, the Gepids I might be alright with dealing with, but I've got... Who else? I think I'm at war with the Allans. Yep. The Gepids, the Azengis, which happen to be over here. The Caledonians, Picts, Ebdanians, Huns, Jutes, Garamantians. Garamantians I'm happy to keep a war with, but let me just see. The Jutes?
I have little gain in wasting.
Would you be interested in peace?
What you say?
No.
Better please my...
That was worth a try. They're actually horde at the moment in Britain. That's interesting. Okay, the Abdanians. Would you be interested in peace?
Speak quickly and well.
No. Okay, I have a feeling everyone else is going to be no as well, but there's no harm in asking, is there?
Spent feasting.
I suppose it doesn't particularly help that I haven't been able to do any military actions against them.
Speak.
No, you're not interested. Okay, the Allans. What about you?
Welcome. Speak.
Because depending... Okay. Vespedio, as he was in the Tale of Two Cities, is not that interested. Okay, this could be fine. Depending where they go, are they actually at war with the Gepids? And about to Lazica, actually at war with me, so they're going to head straight down, I think, towards my lands. Bugger, that's going to cause some unnecessary issues. Okay, what we're going to do then, we're going to keep the 11th Legion here in Serdica for the moment. Let me see, I'll have to go out to Viminicum in the future, I think. What we're going to do actually over here, I do need to build up another force. I haven't got any more legions but that what... Ooh, hiccups. So I do need to build them up a little bit, especially if the Allans are about here. Then they might head towards the land through here, or they might even come across here and try and come down. That's assuming they attack at all, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. I'm going to have to build up another legion anyway, so I'm actually going to come here to build them in Marcinopolis. Actually, let's take advantage and build up an infantry ground so we can actually get Protectores Comensi. So we get that, we'll raise some troops in. Who can we get? We've got a Magnate. Now, I know eventually it gets to the point where you just have to use whatever commander you've got available, but I do try to fit them for the job. For example, Lucius here and Vetius both got Relentless Attacker. Now, that's going to be more useful as a general than it's going to be if you're just having him as a governor. You know, in fact, this trait will be any different than any of these other ones in terms of being a governor when it comes to attacking. So, let me see. I think out of these options, I'm actually going to go for Lucius Consconius Lupus. Just because he is younger, so he'll hopefully be able to stick around a bit longer and gain more experience as a result. We're going to reinstate the legacy of the 4th Legion. Now this is going to be something, I don't know if I actually mentioned it in a previous episode, but I found a mod on the Steam Workshop, which allows me to do this. Select a bodyguard unit. You can get the normal Palatina Guard, or I can actually get a new Palatina Cavalry Guard unit, which is a early tier cavalry unit. Now, what this does, as you can see, it gives me access to this medium melee cav unit, which stats aren't that bad. In fact, they've got better melee attack, better charge bonus, and things. This could be interesting. Let's check them out. It doesn't just do this for the Roman empires, it also does it for all the other ones, like the Germanic forces. I think it does it for the Celts as well. And that's just because I think at the moment the only ones that actually get a cavalry unit as a general bodyguard is the Sassanids, some of the eastern ones, and the Allans. Whereas I feel, nah, this would be a lot better. So we're going to get the Palatina Guard cavalry units. And actually, ooh, what was that? +1 experience for all recruits for the next 2 turns. That will be a little bit useful to start with. Okay, let's put you in Marcinopolis. And we're going to just hire a whole bunch of combatants as spears to start with. In fact, no, what we're going to do, just in case we do have them coming down, we're going to hire a unit of Legio as well, just so we can have a couple of swordsmen in case that we have to deal with the Allans. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, if you want to interested in just checking out the stats here they are for the Palatina Guard. As you can see, pretty reasonable melee attack and defense. They've got attack against cav bonus. Not too bad compared to the Palatina Guard. Obviously more of a hammer than the anvil sort of approach that the Palatina Guard is. So these could be interesting in a battle. We'll just have to see how they go. So what else do I need to do? I've got a few bits of extra cash. Let's see what we can spend it on. Let's have a look at what's making me most money right now. Insula Orientalis. So, Rhodes, Constantina. Let's build a bit of money because I would like to try and get things sorted a little bit here. We can get a fountain. Let's see, if I got a fountain, what would this do? +2 sanitation, and they can get me up to +7 in the end. And a whole bunch of extra money from wealth as a result. Okay. That actually, I think, does me a little bit better than this, the latrines and that. So yeah, let's go for a fountain here. We can actually demolish this as a result and get a little bit of extra cash back. And I'm actually going to spend the money then on a tabernet, so we're going to get 750 commerce. Really try and build up the economy here so I can get really going fast. Cappadocia is also doing pretty well at the moment. Hasn't left me much money though, we'll just have to see what happens. Oh, I do need to move my priest, I remember that. Let's move him down here. What's he actually doing? He spreads religion. Let's do that so we can get the happiness going up a little bit, because as you can see the religion is not that strong here in... Oh Christ, I'm terrible with the names. Dardania, that's the damn name. I am terrible when it comes to remembering names at the best of times. Ugh. Okay. I think that's everything I need to worry about right now. We've got another legion developing in Marcinopolis. We've got a walled settlement of Serdica to hold off any attacks from the Huns or from the Gepids. As well as the Alans. We've got everything else going pretty smoothly. And all my forces are in the middle now, heading over towards the Gamamantians. We're not going to head straight towards war. I do want to try and build up their forces a bit, so once they get into Argilla and Ptolemais, we'll be able to sort something out. Fact. Let's take advantage while I'm here to do this and just start building up a rally field and get some extra troops, because Legio and Leviat Armature will actually come in useful, I think, at least to try and bulk out the force a bit. So now what will happen the next turn? Let's go ahead and end it. Oh, I have to do these. Okay. Eutropius hasn't done too bad, really. He's a eunuch, and yet somehow he's managed to get his authority thanks to items like the Kopesh to the Pharaoh thing up a bit. So this is thanks to the Relics of the Past mod that I got from Prometheus. I always recommend his mods if you're playing Attila. He's got a number of them, which does things like change the faction rules and stuff like that. So I think I get the +1 army recruitment capacity thanks to that, and I think the trade tariffs has gone up a tiny bit as well. So it does that for all the factions. It's a really good mod as well as others, so I recommend checking it out. I can't play it anymore, just vanilla without those mods. That's how good I feel they are. Anyway, let's build up your authority a little bit better. +3 thing. Let's go for ducks. This really increases his authority and then actually increases public order a little bit. So all in all, that's going to be a good choice. Really, we need to build up this guy's cunning because he is really increasing maintenance cost on that. Is there anything that can actually help out? Nope. Overseer and logistician. Let's go for these two. Sentinel and Ducks, and the next time I can get Overseer and Logistician. If I'm saying the damn word. Ugh. You have to bear with me, it has been a little while since I've actually had to do any commentary, so... just have to get back into the swing of things. Oh! Okay, they're here, the islands. Oh good, it's a good thing I managed to start that legion up in that area. Although the Franks have come down to play, this is an interesting development. I wonder what they're doing here. Always personally, like I said in the past, I quite enjoy it myself. I know some people disagree with it, but I always found it interesting to see how these other factions spread out at times. Like when you see things like the Caledonians actually coming down and, fighting in Spain, for example, to try and conquer land there. I can imagine I can see why the AI does it, but I personally find it quite interesting, especially when you see interesting things like, who was it that I remember reading somewhere told me that he actually saw like elephants in Scotland or something like that. That was pretty funny. Okay, what we got here? Eutropius is now no longer part of the military court, and a whole bunch of them done. I've now got, what's this? +2 cavalry experience for all my troops. That's going to be good. Okay, let me see. We got raided in Bithynia, thanks to the Tanakids, but I'm not going to go to war with them yet. Lucius has actually become more zealous, but not as cunning as a result. Okay, that's actually that has increased my upkeep cost quite a bit. That's going to be annoying. Okay, and we also got the Wild Hunters here. So what we've got Sarmatian Warband, another Sarmatian band. Sarmatian Warband, heavy melee troops. That's going to be a bit more of a challenge. Sarmatian band, not so much. We've got cavalry warriors, which have been injured. Sarmatian cataphracts, some mounted bows, some skirmishers, Thanes, and an onager. Okay, against which I have my small garrison of 5 troops, including some extra legios, so that's going to be useful. My spearmen will be pretty good against their cav, in fact, and all their defensive stationary testudos will really be useful against any archery fire. Is there any mercenaries in the region I can hire just to try and boost things up a little bit? These... what's this? Thracian warriors. Can't recruit them right now. But no, these will be useful, I think. The extra horsemen... and get some German archer units. So those can work then with these... Let's hire these. These then can work alongside the garrison's archers I've got here in Marcinopolis here. So at least I can actually try and attack their cavalry horse archers from a range, which is better than trying to chase them around the map. So hopefully that'll be done. Tremotium is being repaired still. We've got Constantinople is managed to keep things pretty smooth. 2 more turns for that. Let me continue getting some more troops. I'm going to get another unit of Combatinensis and a couple of units of Legio now, so that if they don't attack, then at least I can get my force strong enough to try and take them out, because we've got a 16 stack now coming at us. Otherwise, I can at least have a few forces in position that if they do try to attack, I can hopefully repel them and be able to get the army back as a result. See how it goes. Okay. Back here on roads, I wanted to build up... See, let's get... supply storage, a Greek chapel, workshops. Greek Christianity could be better. In fact, Roman paganism is going up a bit, so... nothing I can actually do about that at the moment, anyway. Okay, so we've got the Tabernade. Let's get a... Greek chapel. Now, I'd rather try and save it if I can to try and get something else. Let me see, let's go... If I get a capital building, what does that actually allow me to do? Builds a public order quite a fair bit if I go this way. Increases my commercial buildings. A fair bit. To be honest with you though, public order is not that bad in settlement. I'd rather try... Let's get a Greek chapel going. We can at least get the religious unrest sorted out. Let's get that. Okay, in fact, no, let's cancel that for the moment. I'm not too worried about the outbreak here. What I want to try and do is make sure I can get a rally field set up here in Argilla. So that will allow me to sort that out. Otherwise... Okay, let's take the opportunity to upgrade the cohorts. Sort you out for your thing. You're actually a reasonable commander. Let's get that. Let's give you... No, let's not give you an epic poet. Let's see. We'll give you rated practice shields. And some beaded trousers. Don't know why beaded trousers apparently make the growth and the region better. To each their own, I guess. That's what we do. Let's upgrade you guys. Did I have another legion nearby? No, it's just these 2. No, 3. Including some desert pikes. I don't remember. Oh no, those must have been from when I must have got them from the Tanakids, I think, when I went nearby. What I'm actually going to do though with these forces, I'm actually going to want to move them down. Although I'm not actually at war with the Lakhmids. So it's really the Sassanids I'm more concerned about, and maybe the Armenians. Oh, actually. Let's upgrade you as well. Let's see, let's really build up your cunning as well. So let's get... Oh, I can only do that. Hopefully we can start building up slowly as well, because it's the upkeep that's really bothering me. That money will actually skyrocket a bit if the cunning was actually a bit better. Oh well, we'll try. Okay, last little bit of cash. Can I afford one more thing? Another unit of scout equities and upgrade them. There we go, I think that was a good start. Actually, let's just pop on here. What about you? Got you? Hates smelly barbarians, inefficient administrator. He's still got the Emperor's armor. And second tier, the Quokia Moors, the Julius Caesar's sword. Cool. I'm just going to swap some of these around. Wooden sword. I think, let's give him Kopesh the Pharaoh. I don't know why I've got two of those, but apparently I do. And give him Epic Poet as well, just because he is my only member of the faction at the moment, so I actually want to try and build him up a bit. Although, is there anyone I can actually try and bring into the family? Governor Macedonia, Maximilius. Can I adopt you into the family? Let's see. Would you be willing? I do need to try and make sure that if he dies for any reason, my emperor, then I've pretty much lost because I have no heirs. So even if I have one I can adopt into the family, then that will be pretty good. And everyone else is okay. I can also try and adopt someone else in the future, but also let's sort this out. You can become a master of soldiers. So can you when the time's right. Military court. Nope. Nope. Military court. Might as well allow them to do this so I can actually take advantage of the benefits this would give me. Why did I get rid of you? You have absolutely no cunning or anything. Right, fair enough. And you? Lucius, you lied to me. You said to me you had 3 levels of cunning, but of course you just become choleric, so you actually lost it. Bugger. And I have nothing. Let's give you these. And let's give you wooden sword. Might as well get the extra bit of bonus coming through. There we go. Let's end the turn and see what's going to happen next with regards to the Allans. This also gives me an opportunity as well to let you guys know about the second Total War campaign I'm going to be doing for the channel, in case you haven't heard it from me already. That is, I've given it some thought, and I want to go back to doing some narrative Let's Plays, just like I've done with the Phoenix Risers and the Tale of Two Cities. So I've decided what I would like to do is actually, not have the Allans come towards Marsinopolis, which is good. But no, I actually wanted to give it a go with Empire Total War, playing as the Knights of St. John. Now, I really enjoyed the campaign I did with them, and many of you guys did as well. And I noticed when I was actually playing it, I really enjoyed. I can actually picture certain things happening, like hearing the Grand Master get a report of yet another Christian faction declaring war on him. Oh, crap. Okay, there's no way I can defend this. I've got 3 troops against all of these. I don't think any way I can actually fight these off. I'm just going to auto-resolve and do this. Huh. I thought I was expecting more blood. They lost 31 men, and they raised Scoopy to the ground. Okay, I'm going to have to... What to deal with though? I've got the Allans over in the east, and I've only got this one legion here.
We always remember with honor those we consider to be friends.
Give me more money than that.
Do you not wish to be counted in that number?
At least this will be useful if they... Because by this point now, a lot of people have already declared war on the Western Romans, so hopefully not too many are going to declare war in the future. Ugh. Now I have to deal with the Huns. Might be worth bringing back one of my other legions from the Sassanid border to try and help out. I suppose that's one of the issues when you play as the Eastern Romans. You got all these enemies to deal with. Oh, and the video as well. Sorry guys, I'll join you back in a second.
They made ready for war. The world had fallen into shadow. The earth grew cold, and the wind whispered of death. And I beheld a black horse, and he that sat on him had a pair of scales in his hand. Attila was born. All knelt before him, for they knew he would devour the earth and set on fire the foundations of the mountains. Attila was born from darkness and despair.
Dum dum. I'm not a big fan of fighting the Huns, I'll be honest with you. I just never like the fact that when you fight against them, they've just got that ever-ending stack, you know, like every turn you've got more stacks appearing. If you defeat one, you know another one is going to appear full strength. And I just think it's a very poor way of actually doing it as a challenge. Like, as I was saying, I remember it's the similar thing if you're playing Total War Warhammer, playing against Chaos. It did lead to a fun bit where I was actually able to... I've been playing as the Empire. I managed to recapture the Empire, working my way up towards Kislev. And the Chaos Horde came out, and you had Archon, you had Kodak Suneater, and Siegfried, and another unit as well. I managed to defeat Kolak by himself. But then I had the 3 other legions. Oh, and that one with the Keepers, Lord of Change as well. It was like 4 units all packed together, basically. And between Karl Franz and Balthasar Gelt's army and the use of Lightning Strike, I managed to conquer them all and kill every single one of them in the space of 1 turn. And it was absolutely fantastic. And it was just like that, the Warriors of Chaos were gone. But it's a shame you can't quite pull that off in this unless you're able to kill Attila, which does take a lot of effort. I haven't actually managed to kill him in battle yet, myself. I think I've only ever managed to wound him on a number of occasions, but he keeps running away on me, the coward. Okay, so here we go. The surviving now into 420 AD. We managed to get a nice bit of money from this. And we've got an issue now of recruiting cavalry. It gives me military training of +1 again. Secured. Into the... Oh, I didn't see that bit. Did I adopt him? Gained office. Did I adopt him into the family? I didn't notice. Yes, I did. Although he's really disloyal. Okay, wife. See what you can do to secure his loyalty. Okay, and then later we're going to try and find you a wife. Don't make me regret this, Ansius Antonius Loco. Don't let me regret this. Okay, so what am I going to do with the final bit now before we end the episode? I would rather try and deal with the Alans, because I haven't got... If they are coming down, they try to attack Constantinople. They've got their full stack, although, to be fair, I've got, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I've got 12 units and a walled settlement to try and hold them off. I actually feel a lot more comfortable about letting them come towards me now if they try to attack Constantinople. But if I try and move the 4th Legion in to try and help out the Emperor's force, I could actually run the risk of losing Marcinopolis as a result. I don't think they're strong enough, not yet anyway, to try and deal with the 4th Legion by themselves. Okay, let's continue just getting a couple more troops. We'll get something like that, and then hopefully next turn I can actually go down and deal with the Alans afterwards.
What do you wish of me?
You, I want to just make you better at spreading religion, so we'll do that one, and inspire the population. But now I need to decide what to do regarding them. My 11th Legion is not strong enough yet to take on the consorts of Amazonia.
At your command.
I can only recruit competent Ensign Spears. I could actually recruit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can actually recruit a full stack to take them out. But these are going to be mercenary troops ranging from things like Germanic pikes and slingers. They're not going to be maybe the best troops to take on the Huns, but nevertheless I might have to rely on doing so. Anyway, I think I could leave that for the next time. So I hope you guys enjoyed this new episode thing, and like I said, in the future you'll be getting a lot more regular content. I might also do a bit of a channel update just to let you guys know about future content that's going to be appearing on the channel, so keep an eye out for that if I decide to do one. Otherwise, thank you for watching, guys, and it's great to be back, I have to say. And I hope I see you next time. So, thank you for watching, and goodbye for now.